What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you, well, with another market watch today. Before we begin, I just want to say, on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Facebook page, we asked if we should make it like a normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Group. So far, a lot of people would say no, they want to stick it to Market Watch. So when you get a chance, click on my links down below, go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Facebook group, and let me know what you think about that. Should we make it a regular Facebook group for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or just not about the, or just focus on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market? Comment down below, let me know. Alright. Dino Morpheus, the Starlight Rare has been going up crazy high in value. This card at one point was like $100. I don't remember it being $8. It was like $100, and now the price point of this card is going roughly around $173. In fact, if you want the secret version of this card, the secret actually used to be like $10, and now that bad boy spiked up. So that card's roughly around $28 to $29. Why is that? Simple. They're using Dino Morpheus, the Rizia in the OCG, and basically everything in TCG is like, I'll just get ahead of the game. I'll get my Rizia and lock it down. We don't know if this is going to be used. We have zero idea if this is going to see play. We don't know. And to be honest with you, I don't think it will. I could be wrong. I'd love to know what you think about this in the comments down below, but I don't think it's going to be a used card in the branded deck. I just don't think it's going to happen. But people are preemptively going ahead and buying this card. No matter how much I try to get from this card, Sales Ban is a card a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players just like. I don't think this is a good card. I think Prohibition's better. With that said, if anyone doesn't know what Sales Ban does, declare one card name. For the rest of the turn, your opponent can activate cards or effects of cards with the same original name as that declared card. The same restriction applies to you, but for the rest of this duel instead, you can only activate one Sales Ban per turn. Obviously the price, you know, currently Sales Ban is roughly around $5 to $6 on the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG player market. To be honest with you, if you want to play this card, you play Prohibition. But why would you even play Prohibition? It's a real question. And I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! players will tell me how much they like Sales Ban, but you can't play Nibiru this turn. And I promise I won't play the rest of this duel. Gee. The rest of this duel? Yikes. Alright. Looking over here at Ghost in the Past Second Haunting, obviously the prices are in pre-sale prices, so they're insanely high. Do you buy any sealed Ghost in the Past? Well, unless you're opening it for you and your buddies to have a fun, fun little open, no, you do not buy this sealed. People are trying to, I see online, people are talking about getting cases of Ghost in the Past. That is like the most insane thing to do. With that same amount of money, you can specifically buy the cards you want to buy in Ghost in the Past. And if you want to invest, you can also do that as well. The prices, even on pre-sale, are still dirt. I mean, you got some Ghost Rares that are still a crazy amount of money. They're going to calm down. Aliber is probably the most expensive card out of the set. It's roughly around $45. Then Heat Soul's $29. And then Boral N is $16. $16. The value of the cards from Ghost of the Past will be tanking. The best way to do it is to engage within the secondary market. Wait, time it, and you will save money. Exactly what you should be doing right now. All right. Here's a good example of wait, time it, and buy your cards. When Burst of Destiny first came out, don't get me wrong, a lot of people didn't care about Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. I bought 3. A lot of these cards, especially the Destiny cards, where a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are struggling with, they don't know when to go in and buy. So one of the reasons why I do my market watches is I tell you when to go in and buy. I literally say, hey, listen, go in and grab these cards. And if I was to buy something, I'd make a video like I am doing right now and say, hey, listen, you know what I just bought? Boom, 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 and here's why. And the reason why, because at one point in this game, Masquerade the Blazing Dragon was only a couple of dollars at most. Places that were running roughly around $3 to $4 of Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. Fast forward to today, the card price point is roughly around $23 a copy. You're going to need 2 of them. Same thing with Aliber. Now, once again, Aliber is getting Ghost in the Past reprinting, but the original print of Aliber is going to do this weird thing. It's going to do like exactly what I said it's going to do. It's going to go down in value, which it is starting to do that. It's not going to tank, by the way. It's not going to be like $10 for Aliber. No. There's right there at peak prices being roughly around $130. It went down to $82, went back up to $120, went back down to $99. You want to follow the trend? What's going to happen next? Aliber, the Jester Desperate, is going to go up real quickly, then go back down and stay down for a little bit for the Secret Rare. After a while, it's going to start spiking really high in value. A couple of reasons. Number 1, it's short printed for the Ultra Rare. And number 2, you can buy the Ultra Rare or the Secret Rare. Do you want to have a high value deck or not? Most players might not want to, but those who want to spend the big bucks on Aliber, the Jester Desperate will. And the value of the Secret Rare will be going up. And don't worry about it, Konami will make an Ultimate Rare and OTS pack. Oh, no. Wait a minute. No. They did that with Albaz, not Aliber, so never mind, I guess. Look at the current price point of the card. You can see what we went over here for $95. After that one is gone, you're looking to pay roughly around $99. So once again, did it really go down? Not necessarily. Tropic Kid out of Blazing Vortex is spiking. This card was for around $5 for a while, and now recently it's been spiking up pretty high. As I'm filming up this video, the card price point is roughly around $12 a copy. How many of these do you have? A super rare out of Blazing Vortex, $12. Yes, it's only printing, but due to get a reprinting. The only way I would see people wanting to hold Tropic Kid, one, if you're playing Tri-Brigades, and if you are, well, good luck with that. But two, and more importantly, if you are looking to play Tri-Brigade, there's a Tri-Brigade branded version running around. It doesn't seem too bad, to be honest with you. And I think that's the reason why a lot of players are still holding Kit. For everybody else, it's $12. Make your free money. Super Automatization on OTS Slam Pack 14 was destined to rise in value. Though for a while, the card was $100. We talked about that on this channel multiple times. Besides the Korean ones over here, as you can see over here, the Korean, even though I have applied filters to English, thanks to She Player, the value of this card right now is roughly around $154. Is it going down anytime soon, you might want to know? Well, no, not really. This card should be banned. The fact that this card's not banned, it's going to see a lot more play. This past weekend, we saw decks that mained it, like myself. I mained a playset, which helped me get my invite. And then we saw other decks that decided to not main to optimization. But since they didn't main it, they also had it in the side deck. Because even players who don't want to main the card know that it's still a needed card, and it makes its way into the side deck for a lot of those players. Triple Attack Talents was another phenomenal card. You can get it as low as $20. The Secret Rare Rising Duels is starting roughly around $58. I definitely think that this is a card that is desperately needed in this format. 60 card pile deck's biggest weakness is Triple Tactics Talents. You play how many? 16 to 19 hand traps? Cool. You get one, and then I talent your other card in your hand, and you start your game off with 4 cards in hand. If I can create combo afterwards, which is relatively easily, you don't get to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you have a limited amount of cards in your hand. 1, I don't know. 3, I definitely know and can easily play around. That's what this one card does. This card gives an insane amount of advantage to a player going first if he was to get hand trapped. It is absolutely insane. Looking over at Secret Slayers, Elik the Golden One is rising in value with only 14 listings. Black Awakening is rising. Cursed Ellen's at $8. I mean, the Elik package, even with the reprint, still has crazy value. Look at the Elik Golden Lord seeing a rising is not a shocker. Elik came second after YCS, but we're also seeing Elik being played right now. And yes, shocker, with branded. I will say though, those who are playing Elik with branded, some of them are not playing Aliber. In fact, I think almost all of them are not playing Aliber, if I'm not mistaken. They're running Albaz, which comes in a structure deck. So you got your common Albaz, I believe it's common, it could be ultra rare. Either version, and then you have your Elik package. So it is kind of cool to see that Elik is like, hey, listen, we'll run Skill Drain, we'll run the Elik engine, and then we'll also run the branded engine in order to just create a presence on board. Then when you get past Monster, cool, our Monster goes to the graveyard, we proc effect to blow your field up, and then we lock you on the Skill Drain. It's a really smart way to do it, to be honest with you. Elik plays abusing Elik the Golden Lord, and yet still being able to go ahead and bring on Mirror Jade. It's pretty smart. A lot of places past weekend, and I know this is also from vendors, we're looking at cards like Varia Warlords. This card has been all over the place, but the super rare version at Hidden Summons right now is roughly around $3 to $4. If you want to go ahead and grab a Goza Match, another card that's also going up in value, Goza Match price point is roughly around $6. Why are these going up? Well, simple. These cards are insane for the format. Put these cards against a lot of decks in the game, especially if you're going first, is why you side deck these cards. We see a lot of players go ahead and just flip them up, look at their opponent, and put them on Better Habit. Some players do, most don't. I feel like, and I could be wrong, but there's a huge lack of care in the side deck for a lot of players. Not a lot of players are playing a lot of back removal. Now, I guess Cosmic Cyclone's not bad, but cards like Twin Twister is kind of decent. I personally think you should not only rerunning those cards, but you might also want to consider Lightning Storm, or evenly match. Pair that up with the Heartbeat Featherluster, and now we're talking back removal. Don't get me wrong, I think Red Reboot's a great card, but if you're playing a deck that any kind of branded variant, or whatever deck you are playing, if you cannot kill, you just give your opponent a trap card and half your life points. Doesn't make much sense. I do think Goza Match is a great card as well as Rivalry, and I don't expect these cards to go away anytime soon. These are going to stay here in the side deck for the rest of this game, in this current meta. Summon Limit's another phenomenal card as well. Played against Branded, and what are they going to do? Not much. Unless they wouldn't go Branded opening first turn right off the gate, which they just don't do. Summon's a phenomenal card at stopping and dominating within the mirror match, and it gives advantage to those who flip it up first. Also, I'm not sure if I have to mention this or not, but when you're playing against Prankers and you flip this card up, they pretty much go to game 2, just on the spot. Base as well. You can't really do the need to file combo if you only get 2 summons. Especially this card flips after you made your second summon. This card's insanely good, and I do think Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to want to go ahead and grab this card. Now, luckily, the Ultra Rare, which is like $7, $10 from crazy places, is one you can get, but if you want to get the rare, it's only 50 cents. Not bad. You get the common at the same price as well, but I personally think the rare is better. It's dirt cheap right now, and once again, the price will be going up for even the rare, so you might want to get it sooner than later if you are looking to pick it up. Then we have Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. Why am I talking about this card? Simple. Strikers are going to be getting new support soon. And I do think Strikers with new support will definitely become a powerhouse. If you played Branded long enough, you know that Strikers are the bane of your existence. Don't worry about those Elic decks. You Lightning Storm, you kill them. No big deal. Strikers, though, can you get the Lightning Storm before they can? And can you kill them fast enough? Don't think so. I think Strikers can really play around a lot of things, and they definitely are a huge issue. And for anyone looking to play Branded, you better get yourself a playset of Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. It's only a matter of time before Konami just goes crazy again and makes more Striker cards. We already know what they are already, and they're going to be coming to the TCG soon. How do we know this? Well, let's see. Let's look at every single OTS Striker card. Yep, almost all of them are Ultimate Rare. Konami loves Strikers. They love 18-year-old Ray. 18-year-old, legal. She celebrated her birthday yesterday. She's 18 right now. 18-year-old Ray, legal Ray, not the other one. I don't care whatever anyone said, including Konami. That chick's 18 because we're, whatever. I think you're going to need to get Fantastical Dragon Phantasmas against that deck. I'm just throwing it out there. Like, if you don't have yours, you might want to lock it in. And if you are playing Strikers with 18-year-old Ray, I mean, it's a good deck. Don't blame me. Guilty Gear for the Magical Steel Knight is a card that's really good against stopping, well, a specific combo. Patrick Holberg recently used it in his top 32 deck list that he made going into YCS Bogota. And to be honest with you, he said this card is really meant for one thing. It's meant for stopping DPE, which is a warrior, a 1 attribute, Dark, and Baron, which is a warrior of the attribute Wind. It's not a bad card, and the card effect is definitely really good, and I do think a lot of players might want to start picking it up, as they are in the market. Of course they are. Price point of this card being roughly around $1. The current price point of this card is rising. It's currently roughly around $6. Looking at actual comparisons, we talked about this for a bit. I might sound like a broken record, but it's starting to see play. In decks like Eldritch that are definitely trying to grind you into multiple turns, this card is an all-star card. And it's not a shocker to anybody to see that. I mean, this card is really, 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 really good. And in slower meta, it becomes even better. Do you have your playset? If you don't have your playset, well, the price is about to start rising on this card. Listen, the Zeus Field Center is going out of stock soon. There's only about, I think they said originally had 250. There's like less than 50 available. I'm telling you right now, get it before it's gone. This is a beautiful looking Field Center. And so when I used this past weekend at my regionals, it was clean, getting compliments all day long. And it's an NFC Smart Field Center. I just put it next to my phone. Boom, Light Point app came up real simple, real easily. I programmed. I actually had my Light Points on the standard calculator, and for Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals, you're not allowed to use that. You're only allowed to use the Konami app. So I just easily reprogrammed it on the spot at the regionals to the Konami app, popped it in, and I was good to go. And if I wanted to make it do anything else, it's easy to do. I actually have a video showing you how to program your NFC Smart Field Center, whether it's Zeus, whether you have the Kagari one, or any NFC Smart Field Center. I have a video on this channel, or you go to smarttcg.com, you go over here and you go over here into the website, and they'll show you the video on how to use that Field Center, program to do anything you want it to do, which is really cool. I know a lot of people are using QR codes, and you can also program that within your NFC Smart Field Center. It's a really cool thing. Like I said, I think it's a beautiful field center. These are hard metal field centers. They are absolutely gorgeous. And if you want to go ahead and save some money, click on my link in the description. It's down there, down there. Use my promo code and save some money getting this gorgeous field center while it's still available. Because the minute it's sold out, have fun buying these. I've been told that so I know these two are here, but there's also the Kyber Court one. There's also Kagari one. And have fun buying them on the secondary market. Like, I think someone told me that the Crush Card one was roughly around $200, something insane like that. Yeah, it's gonna get like that with every one of these field centers. There's only a limited amount of them made, and that's it. They're done. They go on to the next field center, which does take time to make the next one. So get it while it's here, because when it's gone, you're gonna wish you had it. And everyone's probably gonna wish they had it when they're buying it back on eBay at crazy high secondary prices. I don't have to tell you how crazy they get. You already know if you've been looking on the eBay for these kind of things. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below. It's your boy V, and you guys have a great day.